Hey, I'm Shalonda Gordon coming to you straight from Atlanta, Georgia to talk to you about financial freedom. You know, you may not have even considered the fact that you're really not free, right? Financially, with your time, with many different areas of your life. Let's consider time freedom, considering paying people, paying your bills, right? Considering what you do all day, every day in order to create an income. And honestly, is it for you or are you building somebody else's dream? And then when you do consider this fact, you look at like, well, how am I going to do this and have a job? How do I build something for myself while I'm working? Guys, let me tell you guys a little story. You're going to laugh about this. When I was younger, I grew up in Germany. And I remember when I was 15, I really wanted a bike, right? I wanted this bike and my mom, it was like, well, you need to go make the money and buy that bike. It was a Schwinn 12-speed and, it had like the little hooped, handles. It was a cute little bike and I wanted that thing. So I remember I went to work and I earned the money for this bike. Well, this bike became kind of something I really enjoyed and liked. See, where I lived in Germany was about, I'd say, a 15-minute drive to what we call the PX. I was military, so if you know anything about military, you know what the PX is, but it's like the mall, the store, right? Where everybody kind of hangs out. Well, it was about 15-minute by car because in Germany there was no speed limit at that time. I'm talking about the late 80s, okay? There was no speed limit, and so that was by car, but by bike it took me about a good 35 minutes on my bike to get there. So my mom, when I was in trouble or got in punishment, she would tell me I couldn't ride the Strasse or the U-Bahn. It's like the bus or the train. I couldn't get on it. I had to stay home and I could only go where I could go around on my bike. But she didn't know that I would ride my bike out to this store, out to the PX area, like 35 minutes away. So one day I was on punishment and my mom was like, you can't ride the train. I was like, man, I'm stuck at home. I didn't live where all my friends lived. I lived kind of out on what we call the economy, or out in a German neighborhood. So I was like, well, mom's not home yet. I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to ride out, right? So I get on my bike and I'm riding. Now from my house to the store, the PX, there was this hill. Guys, when I tell you that joke was like, bam, it was a hill. But on the way there, I got to go down the hill. So it was just all fun, I'm on the bike riding, I'm going down the hill, and I get there, about 30 minutes later or so, and I'm hanging out with my friends, we're chilling, hanging out, and it's all good, right? Now, you're probably like, Shalonda, what are you getting at? What are you getting at? Guys, all I'm saying is I went downhill, I got to where I wanted to go, right? Got some things that I wanted, at least is what I thought I wanted, was hanging out with my friends, chilling, hanging out. Well, we're all kind of chilling, we're walking outside, in this area, because at this spot they had like the food places, they had the I'm gonna be honest, the liquor store was out there, the little store which would be like considered like a CVS or Walgreens, and then you had the big store with all the clothes and all that jewelry and all that stuff in it. There was a little club spot over there, so it was like this whole little area, right? And so I'm walking with my girlfriends and I'm walking my bike because I'm there now, been there for a little while, and all of a sudden I walk up on my mother. When I tell you, I have I'm gonna say have, not had, I have a healthy fear of my mother. Do you know what I'm saying? You probably do too. You know what I'm saying? Because us kids from the 70s and 80s, we have a healthy fear of our parents, right? And so I saw her and she walked right up on me like, hey. And I was just like, oh. And I'm not gonna say the words that crossed my mind, but just say it was like a beep, 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 those kind of words, right? I was like, oh. And my mom looked me dead in my face. She said, hey, how you doing? And I was just looking at her like, oh, I'm fine. Now I'm with my crew. So the thought in my mind is, oh my God, please don't wild out on me right now. Please don't do it, right? So she's like, okay, well, Shalonda. And I was like, yeah, Mom, what's up? She was like, you better beat me home. My mother could drive, y'all. So at that moment, I was just like, oh God. Everything in me went into straight mode of, how can I beat her home? I'm 35 minutes away, she's 15 in a car when she ain't rushing. And you know good and well that she was gonna be rushing home this day because she wanted to beat me there. So I'm gonna get back to that in a second on what happened with that. Yet guys, when you are considering your financial freedom and you're considering the idea of changing your current situation, things will come over you that came over me at that moment when my mom walked up on me. One being fear. A lot of it. What is she gonna do? What is gonna happen? It's like all of a sudden you're in the unknown, because mom had a tendency to kind of flip out on you and do things you never expected in the oddest situations. I have some other stories. We can many other stories. Yet and coming to that moment where you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Then you find an avenue. I'm looking at my bike like I got a way to get there. You have a business. You have a way to get there. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? You know, honestly, there's many things you can do. You can sit there and look at the business and do nothing with it and find yourself month after month after month in the exact same situation. Or you can take your business, lock arm with other entrepreneurs and decide, look, I'm gonna make it happen. Find that mentor that's living the life you desire and follow them, model them, right? Listen to them. Do as they're telling you to do to get step by step by step by step. Mainly though, it's all about making a decision that, you know what, I will not fail. I will not lose. When was the last time you made that decision that you would not fail, you would not lose? Financial freedom is completely based on you believing that you will not fail. Completely based on you knowing that you will not give up. Guys, I got on that bike before my mother got to her car. When she turned around, I was like, deuces to my homegirls, got on that bike and rode like my life depended on it. Rode like my life depended on it. Remember I told you there was this hill, this slanted hill that I went down to get there. You know, you found your business, you made your investment into your business. It was all smooth. It was going so simple. You went to the meetings, things was looking up. You know, you talked to your one market, everything was working out for you. And all of a sudden, you ran out of people to talk to. All of a sudden, you couldn't get in touch with your upline because they had given up already. All of a sudden, you know, you're looking at your finances and you're thinking, oh, I can't do this anymore. All of a sudden, things start to happen. Life starts to happen. Yet that moment comes when you click out of that and you say, you know what? I'm finna ride like the wind. Y'all, I rode that bike. I had never rode up that hill. I had never rode up the hill. I'd always walk my bike up the hill because, you know, I never got caught before. But then when you get caught, you're looking at your finances and you don't like what you see. You're looking at your family and they looking at you like, what's next? And you like, what I did before is not gonna work. I can't go back. I must keep going forward. Yo, I rode that bike up that hill like I had never rode it before. I pumped that thing. It was so steep that I don't know if y'all ever ridden a bike, but you know, you go left to right when you ride, when you standing up riding. That hill was so steep that that bike was saying you're touching the ground when I was moving up the hill, going up the hill, going up the hill. I rode that joker up the hill. Guys, made it to the house right before my mama's car pulled in. I pulled in right before her. Right before her. Now, I'm not going to tell you how it all ended, like with the punishment and everything like that. I do remember, but I'm not sharing that part, The point of this story and me telling you this is so you understand there's going to be a moment when you're going to have to press and make a decision that, you know what, I will not fail. I will succeed. Financial freedom is mine and I'm taking it. I got home right before she did because I knew. One, I knew my life was on the line. It wasn't, if she beat me, oh, it was not going to be nice. Not going to be nice. I beat her and it still wasn't nice, right? Ultimately though, it was lovely because I'm going to tell you something. Regardless of the punishment that came, I rode up that hill every time from that point forward. That hill became something that showed me what I was made of, what I could do. I had friends that was looking at me like, I ain't never riding up that hill. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You might even be one of them. This life isn't for the weak of heart. When you decide you want what's yours and you decide you're gonna go get it, there are gonna be people that look at you like you're crazy. But you keep your eye on the prize. You stay focused on that financial freedom. You stay focused on what's yours. I have people that were looking at me like I was crazy before, looking at me now kind of like, I wonder what she's doing. Some of them, pride gets in the way and they won't ask. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't do that. Some people, you know, they just won't ask because they're prideful and they know they said some things about me and it's fine. I'm still going to be riding up that hill. You have a time right now. You're in a moment right now. Y'all, I know it looks crazy outside in the economy, but this atmosphere right here is the perfect atmosphere for you to take action. It's the perfect atmosphere for you to see a life that is yours. Look, here's what I'm going to say. I'm ready to coach about 5 people. 5 people, no more than that, because it takes a lot of time, putting a lot of life into this situation and energy, and I want to be able to do it best. I want to be able to do it with excellence, and 5 people is pretty much where that goes. So I have 5 slots right now available. I'm ready to coach you and show you step by step what it's going to take to get you to financial freedom. You can have a job right now. We can do it around the other time. When I show you how much free time you have, you'll probably be like, whoa, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's what life does to us sometimes. If you don't have a job, you have some income to invest. Because guys, this isn't about no get rich quick off nothing. No, this isn't that. What this is making an investment in yourself so that you can reach financial freedom the way that works. Not off all this free, and I'm going to get rich. No, that's not this. Lottery might work for that, but this won't. All right? Make a decision that, you know what, she's right. I'm going to ride up that hill. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. Trust me, when I tell you this, every time I rode up the hill after that, it was never as difficult as the first. Each time got easier and easier and easier. The first time wasn't easy. No, it wasn't. The second time wasn't easy either. But every time I did it, I got better. Every step you take, you'll get better. Here's what you need to do in order to become one of my coachees, one of my mentees, right? Click the link below this video. Click the link below this video. It's going to take you to a place where you need to read through it, right? Take a moment, start up with what the process is, follow the directions step by step. The minute you start reading, the minute you start following directions, you are now being coached. It starts right then. We're not going to waste any time. So here's what's going to happen. Go ahead, click that link below, and let's get started. Let's get started. 5 slots. 5 slots. If you come in and you're person number 6, I'll put you on the waiting list. I'll probably end up sending you an email so I can find out how serious you really are. Because honestly, I'll be one-on-one with the 5. Yet it's a process. So with that being said, if you're number 6, you might get in. Number 7, number 8, there'll be a list. Because I'm ready to, basically, the vision is right now, it's very clear, it's so clear. You deserve financial freedom. God has blessed me with a way to make it happen, and I'm ready to bless others with that way. Show you exactly what has been shown to me. It's not meant to be just here. It's not meant to be just with us. And once you understand it all, I'm going to challenge you to go show some more. Show some other people. Show your family. Show some people you love. Show some people you don't even know. Right? Guys, it's our time. We're going to make it happen. Click the link below. Let's take it. Let's take it. Financial freedom is yours. See you soon. Have an amazing day and keep smiling. Bye.